So this is an interesting contraption. Walk me through, obviously it's a test bench.
It is.
But it's a lot more advanced than normal test benches. So tell me, I mean, I see sensors, I see a laptop, you know, what's going on here?
Well, you know, obviously all the Coyotes, we put billet gears in the pumps, right? Because the factory gears break, right? And fold over themselves. So we put billet gears in them, and the market has all of these billet gears available, right? Yeah. And some are better than others. You have different pump housing clearances, you have different gear clearances, and what we saw was we were sending stuff out, and we would get a phone call and say, hey, this thing has, you know, low idle oil pressure. And it is a common problem in the industry. So we built this, you know, pump dyno essentially to run the pumps. We could validate that we have correct pressures, correct volume of oil, it's quiet, and we could essentially break the oil pumps in, right? Get rid of the material that it's gonna make on startup, right? Work that out of the system and validate that we've got a good piece.
Well, and breaking it in, that's one thing that I don't think a lot of people realize. Just like we break in an engine, when you break in a brand new mechanical pump, there's going to be schmutz.
Yeah.
And this ostensibly gets all that out before it ever touches the engine, right?
It does, yeah, and you'll see it. You know, when we run these things, we ran a little quick test to show you real quick. But you know, as we run these things, you'll have some of that scud come out of there, and then you'll get more clean oil, right? You know, so at that point, that thing's ready to go. You know, we validated it that it does its pumping pressures and volumes. It runs on the bypass. The bypass isn't stuck, right? All of these things that we've seen.
All the things that will give you a phone call on their first start.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, and you know, at the end of the day, you don't have to take the engine back out of the car. You don't have to take all of the timing stuff off of it. You know, to get to this is a difficult thing, so you want to make sure that this is correct.
Cool. Can we fire it up?
We can, yeah, absolutely. So we're going to run this thing through a few tests. It goes through different RPMs, and it's time-based, and you'll see. So this is at 750 RPMs. We're making 25 pounds of oil pressure right now. This will go to 1,000 RPMs. 43 pounds of oil pressure, 11 gallons per minute. 1250. 65 pounds of oil pressure.
And then you've got a complete step graph with everything working as it should.
We do. Prints this out for you here. Essentially, we have, you know, Melling's high pressure pump with our FFRE gears in it. At 750 RPMs, we ran it for 10 seconds. We had 26.3 pounds of pressure. We had 9.6 gallons per minute of flow rate, right? Okay. At our peak here at 1500 RPMs, you know, you could see we were at 92 pounds of oil pressure. And it got up to 17 pounds of gallons per minute, right? So it's moving quite a bit of oil there. You know, our average temperature was 75. That all stayed consistent. It wasn't making any heat or anything like that. If you have the gears too tight, sometimes you'll see some increase in heat, right? It's all of these little things that tell you everything's going as it should, right? So yeah, this pump's good to go. This Melling's housing was really nice. The fit and finish was great on it.
Very cool.
Their screw-in bypass there is fantastic, right? Because you could adjust that if we needed to.
This is real deal stuff.
It is, yeah. Well, you know, obviously we had a problem, right? So I was speaking to a good friend of mine, Pat Meir from iQuest, and Pat said, well, let's just build a machine and take care of that. And Pat built all the software. He drew all the software, right? And created this all in CAD, and we just put it together.
That's incredible.
Yeah, works great.